Despite the progress that we made in terms of diagnostics and understanding disease mechanisms, we don't have a solution or a cure yet for Alzheimer's disease or other causes of dementia.
As long as there's no cure for dementia, the main focus of care and support is on maintaining and improving quality of life.
I think sometimes we forget that people with dementia have their own preferences, their own aspirations, their likes and their dislikes, and we don't take enough account of those in thinking about what is the best way to support them.
Dementia care can improve quality of life, which means it makes sense to invest in dementia care. It makes sense to finance dementia care. It makes sense to pay for dementia care.
There is a social gradient in dementia. Quite often people with the condition have had poor experiences earlier in life, have had disadvantage, which then accumulates over the life course and makes it harder for them to often access services, to access good quality support, and they are perhaps going to be paying for some of their care too. So the inequalities are quite marked, and many types of inequality are experienced.
We know that the societal costs of dementia are, for more than 50%, the cost that is borne by the carers, the informal carers, people in the environment of persons with dementia, mainly relatives, mainly women in fact. And that's not costless, because we know that there are huge health costs and economic costs for these people. If the government decides to stimulate informal care and to basically save on formal care costs, this is not a saving of costs for society. It just shifts the costs from the government, from the taxpayer, to those who have to care for for persons with dementia.
People with dementia often are paying for services which are linked to their health problem, if you like, dementia, but they don't fall within the healthcare system. So they're paying for their home care, or maybe residential or nursing home care or supports. And those are often costs which fall to the individuals or their families themselves rather than to the collective, to the state. Many people think that's very unfair.
Dementia affects not only one person, but also his or her loved ones. So it can be a partner, it can be a son, a daughter, but also good friends and neighbors. Governments stimulate informal care, but informal care remains feasible only if there is support for the carers themselves. And the care tasks change, so as the dementia progresses, support should be tailored accordingly.
To find proper solutions that are really within reach requires crosstalks between many experts of different disciplines. And that is unfortunately dramatically missing in the field. For instance, doctors, lawyers, economists, they all have a different perspective on dementia, but there is a lack of common ground and understanding of each other's limitations. So to fill the gap, we brought together experts from all over the world to think together and out of the box about dementia. Quite a challenge, I must say. But at the end, we agreed that dementia is really a collective responsibility and requires an interdisciplinary approach.
So the challenge is, how can we create a stimulating, motivating and inclusive dementia-friendly society, respecting the rights of people with dementia and promoting their quality of life?